Hey, welcome back, folks. Um, look around the truck. Not at me, really, but look around at the truck. This may be the last time you see me in this surrounding. Something happened last night into today. It's been an ongoing tug of war with this trucking company. I have said many times I will not say their name. I will not advertise for them. They are having major internal issues. I feel like I am just caught up in the middle of it. Some things are going on that I don't even know. It's just a bunch of drama. I'm going to give you a fair warning though. In this video, I am going to talk about God and religion. So if you don't like that, you know, I guess you can move on. I would like for you to stay, but if you don't want to, that's your choice. Some things I'm going to say are strange, weird, almost unbelievable, but hey, it is what it is. Um, in my previous video, not a lot of people watched that video, but that's okay. Um, I made a reference in that video that a commenter said that I did not need to speak about God and religion because it would destroy my channel. That guy also has a YouTube channel. He puts YouTube videos out. He and I spoke on the phone. We had a conversation, and he told me, was giving me pointers about YouTube and how to get subscribers and what subjects to talk about and how to do videos and all this and do a script so you can stay on point and everything like that. And I said, that's not the way I do videos. I just wing it. I don't have anything. I don't have a paper. I don't have anything. This is just stuff coming out of the top of my head whenever I talk on most of these videos. And he said, that's not good to do it that way. And it's definitely not good to talk about God and religion because it will destroy your channel. God speaks to me. If that freaks you out, if that makes you think I'm crazy, hey, we all have opinions, folks. We all do. God speaks to me. There has been times in my life where I felt like, now this didn't literally happen, but I felt like I was just in a circle and everything around me was on fire to where I could not go anywhere but up or down. If I made a right turn, a left turn, went backwards, went forward, whatever I did, I was just going to go into a fire. I felt like I could not make a choice. It was just that devastating of a time in my life. And that's where I would just be calm and pray. And I would say, I can't do this. Lead me out. Show me a sign. Tell me what you want me to do. This is going to sound weird. I promise you this happened. I was coming across Interstate 40 today. I pulled into the Love's truck stop at Palestine, Arkansas. Palestine, however you want to say it. I pulled into the truck stop and I saw this truck sitting there. And I saw the name on the door of the truck. And I saw a man standing beside of the truck. Had something in his hand. He was looking down at the axle of his drive axle of the truck. And I turned and I looked. I was stretching way out, looking out my passenger window. It was this YouTuber. The one that told me not to speak about God and religion, and it would destroy this channel. He was right there. You may say, that's just a coincidence. It's okay. It's weird. It's a coincidence. When I spoke to him on the phone, he said he came through Arkansas occasionally. What is the chances of me pulling into that Love's the same time that he was standing beside of his truck and looking at his truck? He could have been in the sleeper. He could have been in the store. He could have been out on the road. What was the chances of us meeting right there at that moment while he was standing there and I pulled into the truck stop? And I just said last night on my previous video, I don't think it was last night, I think it was the night before, but my last video that I put out, that if I talked about God and religion, that I would destroy this channel. And then I saw him standing there, and then all of the turmoil that was happening with this company at the same time. I think God has a little bit of a sense of humor. I think he has a way of showing us stuff and telling us stuff and teaching us, speaking to us. And it was a way for him to say, it's okay, go ahead and speak about it. I think that was what he was saying. Go ahead. Don't worry about this guy. Worry about you. And that is funny because when I was talking about my wife, when I was talking to my wife about what's going on with this company, and this may be the end of it for me because they had done some stuff that was wrong that I don't agree with, and the things that were going on, and I said maybe it's time for me to move on. The words that she said was, you need to worry about you. And I heard that again when I saw this guy. I heard those words echo in my mind. You need to worry about you. I think God has a way of speaking to us. I think God has a way of showing us signs. And this is stuff that has happened to me so many times. I'll tell you another story. Back whenever I first started driving a truck, I was out, I think in North Carolina, maybe South Carolina. I was young. I had pushed myself too far. I was driving late at night. I don't do well with third shift. That's what is a little strange about this, because this is one of the things that this company is doing that I have had such major problems with. They keep pushing for me to work third shift from like 12 midnight till 7 in the morning, those hours. And I have told them repeatedly, I don't like working those hours. And it was something we agreed to when I started this company. The person said, if anything ever comes up, just let us know and we will work with you if you have a problem with that. And I said, I can't stay awake. I have tried so many times, but I can sleep all day, and then at 1 o'clock in the morning, it's just I don't have any energy. I just fall out. Now I can get up at 6 or 7 in the morning and drive a truck all the way till midnight. I know that's not legal, but I can do it. I've done it before on paper logs. I could get up at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning and I could drive all the way till midnight, go to sleep, wake up at 6 or 7 the next morning, and do it all over again. Work from 6 till midnight again. Something is wrong with me, my internal clock or something. From midnight till 6, I can't stay awake. I just can't. I'll just fall asleep. So this time when I was in North Carolina, I think maybe it was South Carolina, somewhere on the East Coast over there, I had pushed myself too far and I was working into third shift. And I remember driving down the road and I had, was doing the wake up thing, jerking my head and opening my eyes. I could feel myself dozing off. And it was probably 12:01, 2 o'clock in the morning, somewhere in that vicinity. About the third or fourth time I nodded off, I went out. I just passed out, smooth out. My head fell and I was just out. And I don't remember anything except I heard my name just so loud with such force. I heard David, just really firm and a harsh wake up style of calling my name. I woke up, opened my eyes, and there was a tree not, it didn't look 20 feet in front of me. I was completely out of my lane of travel, onto the shoulder, headed down this grassy side of the road, straight for this tree. And the only thing I could do was just grab the wheel. I didn't even know which way I was. I didn't know if I was, on the left side of the road, the right side of the road, whatever. I just grabbed the wheel and threw it to the left and closed my eyes. And I just started praying, please, 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 please. And I slammed on the brakes. I could feel the truck rocking. And I felt it jerk, like that when it stopped. And I reached over and hit the brake. And I was just taking deep breaths because I was hyperventilating. It had taken the breath out of me. True story. When I got out of that truck, you could have taken a tape measure and measured the distance between my tire and the yellow line on the front and the back of the trailer. I was perfectly in line with that yellow line, sitting on the side of the road. And I did that with my eyes closed. If you don't think that someone took the wheel out of my hand that night, I don't know what to say to you. Because that wasn't me that did that. And you could chalk it up and say, oh, that's just coincidence too. That's just a weird coincidence, Dave. No. That wasn't weird coincidence. There was no weird coincidence about that. That was done on purpose for a reason. This may be the end of the line for me with this truck. It doesn't need to be. I'm the this is the worst time that this could possibly happen for me. There's a lot of stuff going on in my personal life that I don't need to be having these issues with this company. But this is not new. This is not something that just came up. This set of events that happened last night and today is new, but it is the same ongoing thing that has been going on and on and on since the day I started this company. Even way before I started this YouTube channel. This has been happening for almost a year. And I had enough. And I prayed about it. And I said, I'm holding my ground. They're not doing it anymore. And isn't that weird that I saw that guy today at Palestine, Arkansas? And it was like God speaking to me saying, you worry about you. It gave me peace. It really gave me peace. And I feel totally at peace at whatever happens. Whatever goes on, whatever happens, I feel at peace. I don't want anyone to worry about me and what's going to happen to me or my next job if I go to another job. Hey, maybe it's the best thing. Maybe it's God pointing me in another direction to where everything will change and get better from here. You don't. What I'm trying to say is listen to what God is telling you. Watch His signs. If you will just open your mind, be calm, open your mind, and let Him guide you. Now, don't go around like me, driving with your eyes closed and almost hitting trees. I don't mean it that way. I mean, open your mind, open your heart. Let Him speak to you, let Him guide you. I have been through so much in my life, and I have found when you just get to that point where you can't do anything and you can't make a decision and you just let it go and say, hey, you're going to tell me what to do, you're going to point me in the right direction, I'll just follow you. Every time, that is when things change. Promise you, that is when things change. It's whenever in your life, like I was saying earlier, in your life when you keep trying to do something and you keep trying to force it to work for you. I need to do this, and you keep trying and trying and forcing yourself to do it, and things just keep falling and will not working and not fitting, and you're getting frustrated and angry and mad, and it's just so much that you can't take, and you finally just have that moment where you just give up and get angry and I don't care. That's the point right there where things change. And that the point right there is when you need to stop and say, I can't do this. Show me the way. And he will. Every time. That's why I'm not worried about this. I've tried so hard to talk to this company. I have gave them pointers. I have told them what their issues are, what is wrong. It is so obvious what's wrong. And I have told them over and over, this is what you're doing wrong. This is what needs to be fixed. And they listen, and then a couple of weeks, 3 weeks will go by, and they'll go back to doing what they were doing before. They're just fighting against themselves. And it's like talking to a brick wall. Don't talk to that brick wall. Just let yourself fall. I know you've heard this before if you're a religious person. Just let yourself fall. Because someone will catch you. Something will catch you. That's where I'm at right now. I am falling. And I'm waiting for something to catch me. And I have faith that it will. So, some things may be changing with Trekking and Politics. I may not can do the videos as often as I have. I may not be doing them in this surrounding, in this environment. It may change. It may be something different. It may be different times of the day that I put videos out. I like to do them at night when I park, and maybe I won't be doing that anymore. But I think this is a good change. And maybe nothing will change. Maybe tomorrow everything will work out and everything will change for the better with this company and I get to stay here. I don't know. But I'm at that moment where I am not going to force it. I'm going to let him decide. So, I wanted to bring you this video to tell you, believe, open your mind, open your heart, listen to what you're being told. Have fun with it and tell people that you hear voices. Tell people you see signs pointing you in the right way. Have fun with it. Make it humorous. Tell people you're crazy and you hear voices. And they say, "What voices do you hear?" Well, God's speaking to me. I like it. I think it's funny myself. And I think God has a sense of humor as well. If you would just get to that point where you let him control instead of you trying to control, I think that's where the difference lies. Anyway, I'm going to end the video. Pray for me. Wish me good luck. I may be back in this surrounding. I may be back in a different surrounding. It may take me a week to make another video if I do something different. I don't know. I don't know what lies in store for me tomorrow. I'm a little anxious about it, but then again, I'm letting him decide. I'll go to bed tonight and pray about it, and whatever happens tomorrow will happen tomorrow. But you guys have a great night, and God bless.